Welcome to the Church of Thomas. Mindset 7:16:10. Now, every time we think something, we're filtering it through our own experiences and prejudices and biases. And it's important to understand that thinking something does affect how we behave. It may not be something that we're aware of, but it will slip out. Jesus was very well aware of this. One of the things that he tried to emphasize was that when you lust in your heart, you have committed adultery. Now, this is a hard thing for people to understand. They go, well, hey, there's tons of actors and actresses out there that are just hunky as all get out, and I would love to be dating them. I would love to be in a relationship with them. But if you have a relationship and part of the core of your desire is focused on someone else, you're cheating. You are taking something from your partner. I'm not talking about admiring a form. It is the desire to have that form as your own that we're talking about. He also spoke about murder. If you are angry in your heart and desire that someone cease to exist, you have murdered them. Even if you do not ever pick up a knife, a gun, a club, steel-toed boots, etc., you have in your heart hurt this person. And the next time you have an interaction with them, it will show up in your outward behavior, in a small way maybe, but it will convey a lack of love for that person. And there are many people that I have not enjoyed the company of at all, and I do dislike them, but I try very, very hard not to hate them or to wish them ill. Because if I do that, I take away from my own ability to try and love them. Here are a few things that are in verse that can help with this. Now, Jesus mentioned a lot of rules in the Beatitudes. That would be Matthew 5:1 through 11. But I'm not going to read that because pretty much everybody knows that. Blessed are the poor, blessed are the hungry, weak, etc., etc. But here are some specifics about what I was talking about. Matthew 5:21 through 22. You have heard that it was said to the people long ago, do not murder, and anyone who murders will be subject to judgment. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with his brother will be subject to judgment as well. Again, anyone who says to their brother, fool, is answerable to the Sanhedrin. But anyone who says, you fool, will be in danger of the fire. This is 5:27 and 28, adultery. You have heard that it was said, do not commit adultery. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Oaths. That's 33 through 37. Again, you have heard that it was said to people long ago, do not break your oath, but to keep the oaths that you have made to the Lord. But I tell you, do not swear at all, either by heaven, or by God's throne, or by the earth as his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. And do not swear by your head, for you cannot even make one of the hairs white or black. Simply let your yes be a yes, and your no be a no. Anything beyond that comes from evil one. 5:43 through 47, love for enemies. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for them, even when they persecute you. that they may be sons of your Father in heaven. He causes the sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. If you love those who love you, what reward will you get? Are not even the tax collectors doing that? And if you greet only your brothers, what are you doing more than others? Do not even the pagans do that? Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. This is Reconciler Gospel of Thomas, verse 90. Come to me because my yoke is easy and my teaching's mild. You will find peace inside of yourself. I think tying together both the rules and the understanding that the peace inside of yourself is something that all of us should be looking for and striving to attain. I fall short constantly, but I keep trying. I think that when we can quit having double standards and we can quit hurting ourselves by our thoughts that then are reflected in our actions, then God will have a better chance of helping us. God bless the whole world, no exceptions. Angel Eliza.